One of India's favorite chocolate brands had just finished a fabulous advertising campaign. Going beyond it, the marketing team now wanted to review point-of-purchase tools such as shelf placement they had been using. Traditionally, a key idea has been to keep products at strategic locations such as near billing counters of hypermarkets, expecting consumers would do impulse buying. But what really causes impulse? When do consumers crave for chocolates? Consumer studies based on traditional market research do not provide a credible answer, since the actual and stated responses can often be different and there is no way of filtering. So, can we use tools such as shelf placement only on the basis of gut feel and intuition? Or is there a better way? Enter behavioral science, a science that helps us understand the emotional, social, cognitive and psychological factors that influence the consumer's decisions. Ego depletion, a behavioral science theory, suggests self-control involves mental activity, and it follows that if energy for mental activity is low, it can impair self-control. What does this mean? Suppose a consumer has resolved to control eating chocolates and prefers fruits instead. If his mind is preoccupied, he may not be able to exercise self-control and may end up preferring chocolates. If ego depletion is a scientific theory, the question is whether it can be verified experimentally. The answer is yes, and here's how. One group of people is given an easy task of memorizing a 2-digit number. Another group is given a difficult task of memorizing a 10-digit number. If a person passes the memory tests, he gets 500 rupees. Now, when a candidate walks in for the test, instead of letting him tell the number directly, the examiner poses decoy questions such as, "Where are you from? What do you think about Indian space program? Where do you buy your apparels from?" and so on. While the candidate is anxiously wanting to tell his number and get his prize, the examiner offers him an option of choosing an apple or a chocolate, after which the examiner finally asks for the number. The results were a revelation. 46% of participants from the group of 80 people who were given a 10-digit number to memorize chose chocolates over apples, whereas in the group of 80 people that had to memorize a 2-digit number, only 30% preferred chocolates. This clearly shows that in a state of ego depletion, self-control takes a backseat. The marketing team can now use this insight to find newer ideas of shelf placement. For instance, they can increase stocks and visibility of their chocolates in college canteens during exam season. So, did the marketing team have to rely on gut and intuition to think about impulse buying? Or can they choose a scientific way? That's the value of behavioral science. It gives the marketer a framework to think and methods of experimental validation of hypotheses, all based on a highly developed science.